Before this video starts, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Welcome into the channel, guys. Today I'm going to be reviewing the ZURIO stand mixer. I happened to come across this stand mixer while I was on Amazon website. And after reading the reviews and seeing the price, I decided to go ahead and give it a try. So we're going to go ahead and put it together and do a quick recipe, and I'll give you my thoughts. Let's go ahead and get started. Here you see it has a fermentation function, which I think is really neat. It comes in handy when you are doing recipes that you will be using yeast. It really comes in handy. Here you can see that it has an LCD display for your timer and 6 speeds and your usual attachments. Now for my recipe, I'm going to be doing butter cookies, something quick and easy. For my ingredients here, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. To my flour, I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to sift it together. And in my mixing bowl, I'm going to go ahead and mix my full stick of unsalted butter. It is at room temperature. Let's see how it blends with the beater. I'm going to start out slow, and then I will increase the speed to get everything fully incorporated as I go. And get in here so you can get a closer look. There you go. To my butter, I'm now adding 3/4 cup of baker's sugar. Baker's sugar is now my favorite sugar instead of just plain granulated sugar. I'm now adding in my teaspoon of almond extract and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I'm going to crank up the speed a bit on the mixer to go ahead and get everything mixed in there really well. Here you can see the speed I'm using and how long I've been mixing for. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I did it for 3 minutes. Of course, I'm scraping down my bowl. And it did pretty well when it came to mixing thoroughly on the bottom. So here I'm adding in my 1 egg yolk. Going to go ahead and make sure it is mixed in well. And again, I'm scraping down my bowl. And now I'm adding in my flour. And I added it in intervals of 3. Starting out slow so I don't create a snowstorm here. And then I'm increasing the speed to get everything mixed in. Scraping my bowl, mixing it in, and we are all done. And now I'm going to go ahead and turn my dough out onto a lightly floured counter. And I'm using some parchment paper because it just makes for easier shaping of my dough when it comes to doing my cookies. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and knead this dough just a little bit because it is a little bit sticky. And I don't want to over knead it. I want to do it just enough to reduce the stickiness so that it pulls away from the parchment paper fairly easily. So that's what you see me doing here. That stickiness right there. We wanted to pull away from the paper with no problem at all. All right, we've achieved that now, and I'm now going to go ahead and shape it sort of into a log, and I'm putting it into my fridge for a few minutes just to let it firm up just a bit. All right, I didn't leave it in there for long, maybe 10 minutes I think it was. I'm now going to flatten it out just a bit, and I'm going to go ahead and start to cut my cookies. Cut the dough for my cookies, should I say. And of course you can do whatever size you would like, but I find that butter cookies are the best when they are small. They just come out better that way. And I believe I got about 40, I think it was 40 or 42 cookies out of this mixture. So you can either shape with your fingers. It's not anything critical, just however you want to shape your cookies. I'm using a fork, pressing lightly to give it a little bit of texture to it. And now I'm just rolling these out really quickly, and this is the second batch. All right, I'm gonna go ahead now and pop these into the oven, and we'll be back and see how they turn out. All right, and here you go. And you guys, if you've watched my channel any length of time, you know I have a really hot oven, so I had to keep a really close eye on these. And 17 minutes is what they went for. Baked at 320 degrees. I think they did well. And after I tasted one, I knew they did well. And I'll give you a look-see so you can see how they came out on the bottom and on the top and on the inside. And I'm eating that little bit of cookie right there. These are so good, guys. They came out really well. I'm pleased with this stand mixer that I have invested in. And I plan to be using it in the near future in my kitchen. So I'll be bringing you more recipes soon. And I just want to thank you for stopping by today. We are done with this video. Thanks for spending some time with me, hanging out. And if you don't have a stand mixer, I highly recommend this one. It's a really good stand mixer for first time and for someone who just really loves cooking. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Shalom.